In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to change certain parts of the picture using a couple different tools. First one we're going to look at is if we go to Image, Adjustments, Replace Color. I get this pop-up box that I'm going to move to the side so I can see my picture. What I'm going to do first is select the color I want to change within my picture. So when I move my mouse over my picture, notice the mouse becomes a little eyedropper tool. So I'm going to click on my neck here, and it selected the color that I want to replace. Now this fuzziness shows how much of that color will be changed. So if I lower the fuzziness, you can see my face and Biff from Back to the Future's face getting more and more white, but also the rest of the picture is. So I'm going to click on Result. Let's say I want to Hulk it up and become the Incredible Hulk. You can see as I start to change this and bring up the fuzziness that we are changing green. But at the same time, Biff's shirt is turning purple, the background's getting really weird, so this might not be the best way to replace the color. So I'm going to hit cancel. One thing I could do is use the magnetic lasso. I'm going to quickly do the magnetic lasso, so this might not be a perfect job. I'm just going to highlight at least my face. If I were going to change all the skin color in this picture on my face, my arms, Biff's face, his hand going off the screen, his hand on my shoulder, I would get them all selected. So right now I have this selected. What I'm going to do is go to Edit Copy and Edit Paste. Now I have a new layer, and in all reality it's just my face on that layer. So I'm going to go to Image, Adjustments, Replace Color. I'm going to click on my face, go to the result color, make it green, and now if I lower fuzziness or bring it up, it changes how intense that green is. So if I would have done a better job magnetic lassoing, everything would be green, all parts of my ear that I seem to have missed. So that's one way we could replace a color easily in Photoshop. However, this will not work that great with dark colors. I can't really take something such as my shirt here and make it, let's go for pink. So if I click on the color of my shirt, there's a lot of dark areas in this picture. Maybe I want to change Biff's white shirt. Going from a light color to a dark color won't always work as well. Where you can see his shirt actually turn kind of gray. The white shirt I have underneath my polo shirt has turned grayish pink. It doesn't really look that great. You're going to have the same effect when you're trying to make a dark color into a light color. So one way we go about doing that is if we go to left-hand side on our tools, underneath the Spot Healing Brush tool, we have the brush. If I would use the brush normally and start to paint, it would just cover up any detail behind it. So if I go to color, it's just going right on top, so that's not useful. But if I right-click on the brush and go to the Color Replacement tool, I could then work with the picture and start to color it, where it's keeping the detail underneath. If I were to go on Biff's shirt here, you could see the stripes still underneath his shirt, where this is almost like a highlighter, where we're highlighting the color. So it still might not look that great on, let's say, this black polo shirt. I would have to take my time and go to the edges, but it is one way we can go and change the color. So if I want to do Biff's shirt, in all reality, I could just take my time. I would take my time and go through and change that so his shirt would actually be pink instead of blue. So that's another way we can change the color in Photoshop, is kind of use the color replacement tool, which will become more like a highlighter in all reality for whatever color we're choosing. And that pink does not look good.